Hello.
Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome.
Too high, too low.
Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabi.
And I'm Tim.
And today we're going to talk about two very special vehicles. So we have a 2024 Kia Seltos X-Line. Oh, wrong way.
Yep.
Right down there, shown in Valais green, which is a brand new color for the 2024 trim, or model, I should say. And then we also have a brand new Kia Sportage X-Line Limited. So both of these models are featured in the X-Line trim appearance.
What's the color?
This is Vesta Blue. Sorry. So X-Line is something that Kia introduced a couple years ago, and it typically has a more rugged approach to it. So style-wise on the exterior and the interior. Now when it comes to the Seltos, it shares all the same technology and features as the trim level below, which is called the SX Turbo, but it has a stunning, rugged twist on the exterior. For the X-Line Limited Sportage, however, we get a lot of tech and safety features that are not available in the lower trim level. So we'll get into that. We'll talk about size differences, pricing differences, and all the differences there is to it. But first, we have a little self-promo. So skip to the 3-minute mark to actually get into the cars. Tim, what do we do here?
We sell cars.
We do sell cars. So we're not just a YouTube dealer, not just a YouTube channel, we are a dealership. And we actually have 3 stores. All of them would be happy to help you out. So Brantford Kia, where we film every day, Brantford Kia Studio. We also have Brantford Hyundai and Owen Sound Hyundai. Yep. And any of these stores would be happy to assist you. We are located in Ontario, Canada, by the way. All right, I'm gonna have Tim grab the camera and I'll show you guys how to join our live streams if you wanna catch one in the future.
You gotta flip it?
It's already flipped, I think.
It already flipped.
All right.
There it is. There's Gabi.
So what you wanna do is go to YouTube and then go to the Kia Hyundai channel. That's us. From there, you definitely wanna hit subscribe because we're so close to 100,000 subscribers. But to actually catch a video, you'll go to either the home tab or the live tab, and you'll see we have a video that's showcased as upcoming. From there, all you have to do is click on the video. It'll load you in like a regular YouTube video would. But the big difference here is right on the right side, we have a live chat box. And that's where you guys can go to ask us questions, let us know what you think of the vehicles, if there's anything you want to see that we may have missed, or just anything. Tell us how your day's doing. All right, we got a couple hellos. That's really nice. Ryan DuPont's on. I got a special announcement of what we're doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the Sportage, and then we'll work our way over to the Seltos. So we'll do full exterior and interior here. Then I'm happy to answer some questions you guys may have. So I'm going to start off with what's under the hood. Let me pop it open for you. Under the hood is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder GDI engine. Now this engine has a horsepower output of 187 and torque of 178 pound-feet of torque. Tied to that, you have an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is smooth shifting, very fuel efficient, and here in Canada, the X-Line Limited is only an all-wheel drive vehicle, so you can't get it in any other configuration. Moving on to the wheels, we have these beautiful, rugged Michelin tires and beautiful, stunning 19-inch alloy wheels. These are a really what makes the vehicle look pretty rugged, I think. That's one of the first things I noticed about this vehicle. On top of that, we also have these raised roof rails. So you'll also notice that in the Kia Seltos. A lot of similar styling elements between the two vehicles here. Tim, can you get a shot of both of them from where you are? Perfect. So beautiful raised style. Adds a lot of height and stance to this vehicle. I really like the look of it. Now moving on to the back, we got a lot of black accents around the vehicle. So with this dark blue paint color, it might be a little hard to pick up, but if you're looking at something a little lighter, like our steel gray or our snow white pearl, it really pops, makes this vehicle stand out. But it's not just rugged, we do have a ton of tech and safety features, plus some comfort and luxury features. Namely, we got our power liftgate. It is a smart one as well, so as long as I have the key somewhere on me, I can walk up to my liftgate, and I don't even have to kick under here or press any buttons, it'll automatically open up for me. You can also set the height, so if it's a bit too tall for you or your garage, you can have it open to wherever you'd like. And moving on to the back, here's something that really sets the Sportage apart from the Seltos. There's definitely a lot more cargo space here. I don't have a measuring tape, and I don't have the actual units on the top of my head, but this is what I look like in here. If I were to sit in the very back, I can fully extend my legs, and we could probably still close the liftgate. Underneath the floorboard, you do have a spare tire right over there, and there is a little bit of space on both the left and right side for additional storage. Right over here, we do have a little storage divot, so you can pop some more things in there, and this little loop or swivel in the plastic allows you to put your cargo cover underneath So if you want to take it out because you need to put extra stuff in there, you don't have to store your cargo cover in your garage. You can still leave it in the car. Actually, one more thing I want to talk about before I close this up. We have easy access to knock down our rear seats. So without going to your side doors or making your passengers do it, you can pull these levers and completely knock down your seats. I will also point out, this might be a given, but both of these vehicles are 5-seater vehicles. Now we'll take a look inside. I'll have Tim join me on the driver's side first, just because there's a lot of comfort features. Here in Canada on the X-Line Limited, you can get a sage green interior or a regular black leather interior. You do have beautiful quilting along the inserts of the seats as well. And they are memory and powered seats for driver and passenger. Just memory for the driver, I should say. These seats are also heated and ventilated with power controls. Let me hop in real quick. And I'll show you another big thing that really separates this vehicle from the Seltos. Let me just grab that camera from you, Tim.
Got it.
So here's a big thing. It's literally big. Both of these screens are 12.3-inch digital displays, so you're for your gauge cluster and your main media cluster screen. Now this one is a touch screen, this one is not. However, it gives you great information all at your fingertips or in your line of vision. You have your digital speedometer in the center, your digital speedometer, yeah, I guess that's what it is, your actual speedometer on the left, and then a tachometer on the right, as well as your fuel gauge. You can tell this car definitely needs some gas. You also have your instant reader at the bottom. You can cycle through these menus if you'd like to see something else. It's very informative. Shows you what drive features you have on, so you can see right now we have our idle stop and go as well as our lane keep assist. And you even get your speed limit projected right over there. For the steering wheel, it is leather wrapped, very sleek. Bluetooth and media controls on the left, driver assistance features on the right. Both of these vehicles share the same driver, tech, and safety features, but I'll point out what is different. Definitely styling is quite different. Thanks for opening the window, Tim. Our vents, oh my gosh, that's so distracting. Our vents are very different in this vehicle, and we do have some wood grain trim all around. Climate control is also pretty different. So this is a screen. Pretty cool, eh? You can switch between your media and your climate control. You can easily tell if you see your blue and red for your temperature, and you can preset each screen. So if you'd prefer it to be on media, you just press and hold this button. This will pop up, and you can select what you'd like it to default to. Just below that, we have some USBs, plus a USB-C and a wireless phone charger. Your start button's right over here, which totally doesn't freak me out, but confuses me when I first get into a Sportage. Heated and ventilated seat controls, as well as your heated steering wheel. Down here, here's something that also separates those vehicles apart, the addition of terrain modes on the Sportage. So we got drive, give it a push, and it goes into terrain, and it lets you pick between snow, mud, and sand. Now, in our drive modes, we got 3 more, so Smart, Sport, and Normal. It's pretty cool how it changes your gauge clusters as well. I'll show you a bit more of the styling elements. Here's one of my favorites. So both of these vehicles have sunroofs, but you'll have a much larger sunroof in the Kia Sportage. It is fully panoramic, so it extends all the way to your rear seats, which are very, very spacious, by the way. I think on that note, I'll do a quick demonstration of the amount of space in the Sportage, and then we'll move over to the Seltos. Now, it may sound like I'm talking about how much the Sportage is better, but that is not the case. The Seltos definitely has some advantages, so hang on for the Seltos part. All right, but back here, this is huge. Seriously, there's a lot of space over here. I didn't have my seat all the way forwards, believe it or not. I don't sit right on the steering wheel, but I am a bit closer than someone who's 6'3". There is a ton of knee room right over here, a bunch of headroom, regardless of the sunroof. There's seriously a lot of space. And just width-wise, I mean, I do have the seat down, so I'm not overlapping here. There is a lot of width in the seat, meaning I'm not squished to whoever could be sitting beside me. The seats themselves are heated on the X-Line Limited trim. You get 2 different levels of heated seats for your rear passengers, and your sound system is Harman Kardon. Extends all the way to the back, so everyone gets that premium sound experience. It's a very, very nice cabin. And one more thing, the backs of the driver and passenger seats have USB seat ports, so for fast charging, air vents, little hooks, and then another hook built onto the headrest. You can use this as a coat hanger, coat rack, or even just for shopping bags. All right, let's check out the Seltos. So the Seltos is, of course, a little bit of a smaller vehicle. However, it still fits 5 passengers very, very comfortably and still has room for your cargo or luggage. In the back here, again, we have a very wide boot, a really good amount of height. This is definitely a little bit deceiving. It can be unclipped and then tucked underneath your floorboard, so it fits under there. And then on top of under there, we have a spare tire and a bunch of space on the sides for whatever else you might need to carry in your vehicle. All right, to knock your rear seats down, you don't have levers to quickly unlatch. You do have to come around to the side, which we'll do now. And then right at the top, we do have a latch that you can pull down and knock your seat almost completely flat. This again opens up the space majorly. We'll take a quick peek. Cargo cover is going to get in the way of the view quite a bit, but there is a really good amount of space there. Woo! Check that out. The seats fold in a 60-40 split, so super convenient, and each seat does have a car seat anchor. All right, we'll talk about the front. I didn't realize we didn't mention the engine or transmission specs for this vehicle. So under the hood is a 1.6 liter turbocharged GDI engine with 195 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. That is an extra 20 horsepower from the previous model year, and there's been a big change to the transmission. And that change is the transmission's not the same anymore. It's a huge change. So we now have an 8-speed regular automatic. It used to be a 7-speed dual clutch. This again provides a more smoother driving experience, less... Tim, how would you describe the old dual clutch? I still love a dual clutch transmission, but it felt a little bit more choppy. That makes sense.
You're exactly right. It's the smoothness that people want.
Yes. All right. So driving experience has definitely improved for this new model year. I'm going to turn the fans off just so it's not as noisy. However, styling and technology, I mean, it's still pretty good. Last year was amazing, but now it's even better. So I'll have Tim quickly show the inside, and I'll voice over. We do have a Bose premium audio system in the Kia Seltos, and new for 2024, we get memory seats and a power liftgate. We've never had that on the Seltos before. On top of that, we have 2 fully digital displays. These ones are 10.25 inch, so a little bit smaller than the Kia Sportage. However, still huge, very informative, very smooth. And when you change your drive modes, thanks, Tim. When you change your drive modes, it will change the display of the gauge cluster as well too, which is quite nice. All right, Tim, do you want to take over the review?
No.
No?
No, this is wonderful.
Right. Isn't it super cool?
It's finished. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the fit and finish of this vehicle has definitely changed for 2024. I really like it. The addition of the X-Line trim also caters to a very different audience that we used to have. It's really nice how they incorporated all the tech and safety, but giving you that extra rugged feel. Count how many times I said rugged in this video. Have a drink every time. No, I'm joking. All right, now for our steering wheel, it is leather wrapped and heated again. Both the driver and passenger seats are also heated and ventilated and powered. Check that out. So you may be asking, what are the big differences between the Sportage and the Seltos? Other than the size, other than the price point, of course. Namely, technology-wise, you're going to have a heads-up display in the Kia Seltos. You'll also have a Bose premium audio system. So if your preference is for Bose, you're in luck here. There used to be an advantage for the Sportage because then you could get your memory seats or your power liftgate. You can get that in the Seltos now too. So size is really the base. Speaking of price point, this one's priced at $38,395 and the Sportage is priced at $41,795, and that's Canadian. So what do you think? All right, I'll finish off on some of the interior elements. You do still get a sunroof in the Seltos. It is a bit smaller, however, it's still power opening. I was supposed to say operable. That's not the word I wanted. So functional. Seats are not quilted, but they do have this nice design. Heated and ventilated, like I mentioned. Gear stock is quite nice. A bit of a more simple area here. Heat, ventilation, camera, heated steering wheel, electronic parking brake, and your auto hold braking. You do have a drive mode select, so normal, sport, and smart, just like the Sportage. However, there is the absence of the terrain modes. On your main screen here, you have the same menus, navigation built in, even a sound mood lamp, which allows you to set the color or the theme to whatever you'd like. You can even have it pulse to the music that you're playing, which is quite nice. All right, we'll do a quick rear seat demonstration, rear passenger area, and then we'll answer some questions. All right, back here, it's definitely, it's a little smaller, that's for sure. I still have a good amount of space. The seat is quite further than how I would normally drive, but got about a hand's length of space. And if you asked him, I have freakishly long fingers, so that's actually quite good. I'll move over to the center. We have air vents right back here and 2 USB-C ports. I really like how Kia's incorporating USB-C rather than regular USB because it charges so much faster. So short car ride, your phone could be very highly charged, maybe even full, depending on what you started with. And inside we have LED lighting again. Both of your main rear seats are heated, 2 different levels for both seats. So again, same comfort features as the Sportage back here, but a different size. I will also point out that the seats do have a nice recline to them, so you're not too straight up, and they're still quite wide, so you're not on top of your other passengers. All right, let's answer some questions. Just gonna turn the car off. Oh. I don't know if I talked about the wheels on this one, but they're 18-inch black alloy wheels. So the black definitely really pops on this vehicle. I already see a question I want to answer. So can an intercooler and blow-off valve be installed at your dealer?
No.
Tim, is that something we do?
No.
No. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to mention, so I kind of talked about this earlier on in the video. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be at the Drive Festival in Bowmanville, Ontario, which is the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And I will be there with Ryan DuPont, who is in this live right now. He's a professional driver, and he is going to be at the Aviva EV launch pad.
Right. It
might not be an EV launch pad, but anyway, he's going to be driving the EV6 GT and launching it all day. So he's going to have a major headache at the end of the day, all that. Woo! The EV6 is a super EV, so 576 horsepower, 545 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds.
Yes.
And it is going to be an experience.
It's a beautiful car to drive.
Yes, a ton of fun to drive, yes. And if you want to be driven very, very quickly in an EV6 GT, definitely check out the Drive Festival if you're in Ontario.
Ryan's the guy in the driver's seat.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
We trust him in the driver's seat. Let's see.
What do we got?
There's a lot going on. Okay.
Kevin?
And Ryan also mentioned they'll have all the colors. So every color that the EV6 GT comes in will be on site. So you best believe I'll be filming them.
And Kia will have a display
tent.
there,
yes.
With a tent and display with all their models. So that's nice to see.
Yeah, Ryan mentioned we'll have a lot of filming opportunities there. Cars that we don't get here.
That we never see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fast is smooth, smooth is fast. Go, Gabi, go.
Yep.
Yes.
It's called Quiet Hands.
And customer test drive areas. Yes.
Yes.
So there's an off-road track. There's the EV launch track, which is the customers can't drive, but you can be driven. And there's a couple other drive courses there too. Okay, how long is a wait for a Seltos SX with brown leather? 3 or 6 months?
It's probably closer to 6 months. Anytime you change the leather configuration, reds, browns, it takes a little bit longer because they're only running so many off. But I can tell you over the last 3 months, we're getting more cars. Our allocation, Kia Canada is doing a terrific job making sure that we're getting more product sooner. So they're doing an amazing job.
Let's see. Oh, they said we got Gabi in the trunk for free. Yes, usually I make it go to like, oh, we need 70 likes, but today for free.
Yeah.
Let's see. I saw another one. This was not a great comment, but I want to read it. Let's see. Oh, Alan said, poor customer service. I phoned my local Hyundai dealer for a test drive, was told that the delivery wait was 1 year by a very disinterested lady.
Yeah, that's a shame. Alan, we do our best to keep vehicles here so you can test drive them or like models. So we try to keep those for all of our customers. Sometimes we just don't have the cars. And obviously sold units we don't test drive because they're in customers' names. But we've tried to keep like vehicles, more or less the Highline vehicles versus the other ones. That's a test drive. Yeah. That's an X-Line. This one's a sold unit. We literally, this one just sold as an incoming unit. So most of the stuff that's coming in, we do our best to test drive cars that we have available. So we have a Carnival, Sorento, Seltos, Nero EV, EV6,
Sorento PHEV.
Yes. So unfortunately, some of the dealers don't have as many cars as we do, so we're kind of fortunate that way. Even a couple service loaners that will make appointments for customers to come in, but I apologize for that, Alan.
Dale asked a great question. Will you be doing anything live? And I think it's going to heavily depend on what my data is like over there, because it's not exactly a big city with lots of towers.
It's outside of everything, so it's hard to say that we'll do anything live, but we'll do a lot of videos. We'll have a lot of videos so we can show you different cars, for sure.
We'll pre-record as much videos as we can. Maybe get a couple interviews. Maybe Ryan wants to be interviewed.
Definitely.
We'll see who wants to talk to us.
Yep.
If not, I'll interview Charlotte. She can interview me, and we'll pretend we don't know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we ever going to get a hybrid or PHEV version of the Seltos? So we're actually getting an EV-sized, or a Seltos-sized EV shortly.
It's considered, what do they call it, an EV5?
Yes. Yeah.
They're testing the Forte-size vehicle right now in Korea. So we'll have different platforms with smaller vehicles. Obviously, everyone knows about the EV9. So that's our largest vehicle right now. But obviously, they have the platforms already set in place for the batteries.
Adele made a great point. So that Sportage's bumper is different from the EX all-wheel drive hybrid. Yes. So here in Canada, our hybrids and our EX Premium and EX Gasoline have a more kind of sleek, city, sophisticated look, where the X-Lines look a bit more off-road ready, like rugged.
Yes.
So this one has the, I don't know if it's
Can you see
visible,
it?
but
Underneath?
the front skid plates.
Yeah.
You've got some plastic molding around the vehicle, your fog lights down here.
You're trimmed down lower.
Yeah, less glossy finish, glossy and satin finish, and more heavy-duty industrial finish. I like it.
Dimitri, why in the States they are still asking way over retail price? Well, that's not only in the States, Dimitri. That's in Canada here. That's in Ontario, and that's with most dealers. We don't sell over retail here. We give you MSRP pricing. If you want to put ceramic on your vehicle, extended warranty, that's not added to the vehicle beforehand. We'll just sell it at retail price. Unfortunately, in the U.S. and in here in Canada, they just call it market adjustment. So we sell at MSRP, but there's dealers out there. I'm talking about, doesn't matter what's Kia, Hyundai. I'm talking about different dealers. They will sell at whatever price they can get for a car. Unfortunately, that's the sad part of it. Dale.
I'm saying bye to Dale.
Oh, okay. See you, Dale. Thanks.
It's always nice having you on. Louise said, hello guys, I always watch you while I'm having my lunch. Un abrazo, chicos. A hug, my friends.
Hey, MG, I've requested a test drive from my dealership about 2 months ago, and they did not get back to me. Yeah, it's a shame, eh?
Yes.
They may not have had the car. That's the sad part, but we try to make these cars available.
Still reach out, yeah.
And still reach out and say, hi, hey, this car might be available next week. It might be available today or tomorrow. Unfortunately, with the cars, the second that we sell the cars, we don't test drive them again.
Joseph Cullen said, this might be a silly question, but is there a PHEV Sportage yet these days? Yes, there is. So it was released probably around a year ago now.
Yep.
We've already received a couple, and we have filmed them already on this channel. So if you're interested, check out some of our past videos. We've done both trim levels. Yep. Super exciting. Let's see. Is it possible to get an X-Line Sorento with a sunroof? So here in Canada, unfortunately not. There's only one Sorento trim level that's X-Line, and it does not have a sunroof.
No.
But it does have the 2.5 liter turbo engine, which is a ton of fun to drive.
Right.
And yeah,
Yeah,
no
unfortunately,
sunroof.
yeah.
Unless you do a DIY sunroof. But I don't recommend that.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that, yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Dimitri.
And it will be at Drive Fest. Yes, it will be at Drive Fest. So Ryan pointed out that there will be a Sportage PHEV, but it's going to have the red interior, so something we haven't had on this channel yet. But
yeah, it's been a long time. We had a black one in the showroom with red interior, but it was a nice gas engine.
one.
So yeah.
How long have we been live? Okay, we're around the 26-minute mark. We should
normally
probably wrap up today's video.
Normally wrap them up in less than 30 minutes. We try to do it quickly, so.
Yes. If you are curious to know more about either vehicle, we have done full walkthroughs of both vehicles. May not be this color, but both trim levels. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys may have too if you leave them as a comment. And maybe we can do a more in-depth comparison as well.
For sure.
I did see a note about doing a Sportage hybrid versus a Tucson hybrid, and we've also already done that.
Yes.
But
Yep.
we can do it again if I can get both vehicles at the same time. So
Absolutely.
that's all for today's video.
Thanks, MG. Hit the like button. We need all the likes we can get.
Please do.
Yes.
Yes, seriously, liking this video definitely helps us grow our channel and makes me smile. So
Yeah.
thank
absolutely.
you again. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm crouching so much.